What's going on in Charlotte, North Carolina when it comes to the housing market? Rates remain high and inventory is still at elevated levels. What does this mean for the spring market that's just around the corner? We'll cover all that and more, so stay tuned. My name is Josh Finigan, team leader with the Finigan Group, powered by eXp Realty. We are here to keep you 100% up to date on everything there is Charlotte. So if you want to never miss one of our updates, make sure you click subscribe and turn notifications on. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Charlotte housing market, and let's start by looking at the macro trends. What's kind of going on in the overall market, and what better place to start than the mortgage rates and the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve met again on January 29th, and they paused their rate cuts. There was no change in the Fed's rate as we expected. This pause comes as inflation has shown signs of stubborn persistence, especially with the December Consumer Price Index raising to 2.9% from 2.7% in November. And currently, most economists are predicting the Fed to hold this pause when they meet again March 19th. Which really means we may not see another rate cut until their next meeting in May. So what does this mean for mortgage rates? Now, mortgage rates track closely to the 10-year Treasury yield, which moves based on investors' expectations on inflation, Fed's policies, and economic growth. And despite the Federal Reserve cutting rates 3 times last year, the mortgage rate still remains just under that 7% mark. In January, we saw the rates bounce really between about 6.7 to about 7. So all of this really means that we'll probably see higher mortgage rates for a lot longer than we originally expected. But all this depends on what happens with the economy, inflation, and the Federal Reserve. But how will these housing rates affect our housing market? Let's go ahead and take a look, and we'll start with the number of new listings. In January, we saw 1,246 new listings hit the market, which was a 79% increase from the number of new listings that hit the market in December, and it was a 20% increase from the number of new listings hitting the market in January of 2024. So we're seeing a lot more people hit the market right after the holidays, which is a little bit expected with that seasonal trends. But even year over year, there is a big increase in the amount of homeowners deciding to put their homes on the market. We saw this at the tail end of last year, where a lot of homeowners aren't really waiting for those rates to come down anymore. They're going ahead and putting their homes on the market. Which brings us to the number of active listings. In January, we saw 3,495 active listings here in Charlotte, which was an 8% increase from what we saw in December, and it was an 18% increase from January of 2024, which just re-solidifies people are starting to put their homes on the market and make a move and not wait for these rates, which is one reason why inventory is increasing. So how about the number of homes that accepted an offer? In January, Charlotte saw about 944 homes accept an offer, which was a 46% increase from the number of homes that accepted an offer in December, and it was a 2% increase from the number of homes that accepted an offer in January of 2024. So buyers are getting off the sidelines and entering the market as well, which is partly contributed to seasonal trends after the holidays. That market starts to kind of heat back up. But there's more home sellers hitting the market than there are home buyers, so we're seeing the inventory continue to increase. In January, 704 homes closed here in Charlotte, which was a 25% decrease from the number of homes that closed in December, but it was a 10% increase from the number of homes that closed in January of 2024. And again, closed homes are really a lagging indicator. We saw more homes hit the market and more homes go under contract, so we're going to see the number of closed homes increase in the next couple of months. What about the average sales price? In January, the average sales price here in Charlotte was $541,000, which was a 4% increase from the average sales price in December, and it was an 11% increase from the average sales price in January of 2024. So go Charlotte homeowners. Even with high mortgage rates and rising inventory levels, we still saw home prices increase and a pretty healthy price appreciation here in Charlotte. But what does this mean for you homeowners considering making a move? So more buyers are coming into the market, which means you have a larger buyer pool, but we are also seeing a lot more of your neighbors hitting the market as well, which is increasing competition. And we have seen the average days on market tick up a little bit to being around about 39 days here in Charlotte. But with all that being said, home prices are steadily rising, which puts you in a very strong position to achieve you and your family's goals. And a very strong selling season is just around the corner. Now, statistically, most homes go under contract in March and April. So you tend to see a lot of buyers hitting that market kind of in that early springtime. And you usually don't see as much competition as you would in like the May through July months. So So it's a really good time to take advantage of the market, put you in the right position, and get top dollar for your home. So if you are curious on what your home is currently worth and how much equity you are sitting on, scan this QR code right here so you can keep your thumb on the pulse of Charlotte's housing market. So if you are considering selling your home, whether it be in 9 days or 90 days, now may be a great time to get started. So call us, text us, or email us, and we'll go ahead and prepare an in-depth market analysis and marketing plan for your home so we can walk you through what's going on in the market and how we can create the best game plan to help you and your family achieve your goals. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you around town.